Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to show you some books that I totally recommend for you. So let's get started. There's many different kinds of genres, and there's humor. It's funny. Maybe it actually happened to someone. There's a bunch of different kinds. So the first one is for people who love comics. Booyah! It's Dogman. So, I read Dogman, Lord of the Fleas. I loved it. So, this is about a police dog named Dogman, and we basically get to see the eyes of a police dog, like get to see through the eyes of a police dog. It's like, it basically shows what happened to him. Best of all, there's like behind the scenes and all that stuff. And I also love Captain Underpants. There's basically two boys who love to write comics, and one of the series they write besides Captain Underpants is Dogman. So I absolutely love that. Just to let you know, Dogman fans, there's a new book coming, and I already read the sampler to you, and I hope that you will look for the book. I absolutely love Dogman and Cat Kid. So that's just a thing that I love. Next book, Who Would Win? This is a book for people who love facts, especially animal facts. So there's many different kinds of battles, in this case, jaguar versus skunk. So the jaguar and skunk, you basically predict who will win while looking at their facts. Like, skunks can run 10 miles per hour, jaguars can run 60, stuff like that. And there's basically a checklist at every single book. So you just have to check out, who won the size advantage? Who won the smell advantage? So basically, this is just a battle for the ages. Next book is Front Desk. Front Desk is one of my favorite books because basically we get to see through an eyes of a girl, and she basically walks through how hard life is for her. I mean, it's not that boring, but it's basically not talking about how life is, but her family's struggling, and it just shows, we just look through the eyes of a girl that's family struggling. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you read the book, you will love it. This next book, or books, is Ivy and Bean. This series was actually really fun to read. When I was a little girl, my kindergarten teacher read me Ivy and Bean, book 1, and I loved it, so I wanted to continue on with the series, so then I bought this book, and then this book, and so and on. I just read the books, and it's just so hard to put the book down. Like, these two little girls, they're pretty mischievous. Yeah, but still, their life is actually pretty interesting. Same thing with Judy Moody. I've got 8 of the books right here, and I read every single one of them, and it's so good. Another thing I love about this, there's always a question and answer around the end of the book. And sometimes there's even cool dictionaries. There's like question answers for the authors. Like, Dear Peter H. Reynolds, would you rather? I just love would you rathers, and it's so awesome. There's actually also fun to do pages. Like, it just shows make your own me collage. I actually made one. It's super fun. So I highly recommend the series. The next series is a comic. It's about this middle schooler who's never neat and always has a teacher that he hates. It's Big Nate. So over here is the Nate, and he's always, let's just say he's not the neatest kid in the world, but he also hates school. He's just basically struggling in middle school. Like that. There's just really funny comics in here, or comics you can totally relate to in school. You might not agree with him. You probably love school. You probably like, school's alright. He doesn't like school, but still, even if you do like school and you read it, it's pretty funny. This next book is so good. Like, it takes up like a row in my bookshelf. It's the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series. Right here. This is Greg Heffley. He's basically the same thing as Big Nate. And he just basically hates school as much as Big Nate does. I mean, he's not really an average middle schooler, but he's kind of a wimpy kid because of the title. So basically, it's just really funny. It's just like a diary, except he explains things so much better than any other diary I've ever read. Dork Diaries is pretty good too. I also love the Percy Jackson series. So good. And my favorite series is Harry Potter. I absolutely love this series. It's just so fascinating. Another book is Mr. Lemoncello's Library. There's 3 books in the series. And I just love it. I also love the Puppy Place series. There's basically these 2 kids, Charles and Lizzie Peterson. They love puppies, and they're just trying to save puppies all over the world. And they meet many different kinds. Like, I also have this one. It's Snowball. There's just many different kinds of puppies with different needs, and they just have different characteristics. I also love Wonder. I also got this really cool bookmark. So Wonder's also kind of like a diary, except kids describe himself, like the kid in the book, as ugly. Well, if you also read the book Ugly, kind of the same thing, except both of them are also like a diary. pretty eyes of an ugly kid and the rude comments that the kids in the book make. I also love Crenshaw. Crenshaw's basically like a diary. I love those books that are like diaries, realistic fiction. Those are just very cool. I also love mystery books, which is Swindle. There's basically many different genres in a book that you might love. So basically the lesson here is don't judge a book by its cover. Just read and then judge it. And I also love many different genres. Genres have many different kinds of books. They have many different kinds. So that's why maybe you're reading The Biggest Book of Animals, or maybe you're reading The Invention of Hugo Cabret. Maybe you're reading Captain Underpants. Just like those. They're so different. All the books are different, so just want to let you know, never stop reading. You never might know if there's a book you've never read, but it turns out to be your favorite book in the world. Never stop reading, everyone. Have a great day. Bye!